This is just an AMZN on Tuesday, October 5th, 2021. Looking at the 5 minute here, we had a bullish candle come in, so we ran up and came right into this price level, 3248.95. If it will highlight, doesn't want to highlight. There, oh, there it is. 3248.95. That's been on here for a while, since December. And we were really just chopping around at this price, looking to have a bounce off of the 21, breaking out, put in this kind of inverted hammer candle here, which actually made a high in the day and then kind of reversed. Came right back down to this price, got a little bounce, and then rolled down off of the 21 this time. So there was something interesting that happened at this point of the day, because I really like this RSI, even though we stayed above here, above the overbought. We did actually kind of put in this kind of this double top sort of shape with a retest. It's not as clean there, but you can really see it here. You have two peaks and then another one that pokes up above, and then kind of the flip of that here. And all of that is that confluence. I really do like that we put in a really good base down here on the put. And you could have had this set up to buy, I think, at 550. Let's see what that price actually is. So this is the dip. It's making the dip on the 5 minute, or the peak on the 5 minute, or that kind of retest price here at 115. It was a little bit earlier than that, so you could have gotten in probably at 110 Central Time, and that would have been buying almost down at 5. So let's see, 5 would not have filled, so probably 525, 550, anywhere in there. You had a good amount of time. That's one of these that I really like to see, where after it signals, there we go, after it signals, it still gives you some time to get in. Even over here, it gave you a little bit of a retest at this point. Even though the RSI here ran up, it's still showing that it's got kind of this reversal sort of shape in the RSI, and it's still really a valid setup. It's still, I mean, it still worked. It doesn't always have to still work. The other thing I do like to see, looking back at the options, obviously we've got kind of some line, some resistance here that then we broke out, retested, and then over here, this is our reversal candle. We do break down, come back up, and nearly retest back up to this price. I usually like to see it dip below and then retest to a previous, like a low, like somewhere in here. But this was just, it didn't break down far enough through that to retest to this price over here. And so it makes sense that it would retest a little bit higher. And it doesn't really even look like a retest here. It does look like it's bouncing on the 5 minute. But then the 21 is there and it ends up going over. And then you have a bunch of bearish candles in a row, which we were doing before a couple days ago. And it gave you a really nice run up here. Really does come right back up into the earlier resistance, the put resistance. So comes back up into a similar price to where this was on the put, even though we go this much further down. This was the price earlier, so obviously that's theta decay, because it's however many hours later where you're getting that price again, and actually not right at the end of the day, but right there. So you even lost a lot. You even lost, you know, 2 points or two bucks on this, with like this last little candle a day. So just shows the premium decay that this weekly option has, the 3150 put this week. And then the call actually also lost value, even though it started to bounce a little bit. So again, same thing. It's just losing that value here. So that's kind of the reversal later. That's where I really like the RSI setup. Early in the day, obviously the RSI wasn't really showing any signs of reversing. It was just strong, and we were moving on up. We were retracing a good portion of yesterday's move and coming back up into a known level, and then kind of made this a accumulation pattern or phase in here, and then ultimately work down from there. So we'll see if today's candle is the first of a few bullish candles in a row, going back to really August 25th. That was the last time we had a single candle in a direction. So we had a lone bear candle here. Every time since then, we've had multiple candles in a row, bullish and then bearish, bullish and then bearish, bullish, then bearish, bullish, then bearish. And if we stay with that trend, then we should see another bullish candle tomorrow. Depends on where we open up. It can still have a lower wick. So at one point, this candle right here looked like a really strong bear candle, bounced off the 100 and rallied and turned into a bull candle, and then put in another bull candle after a gap down. So we can still have something like that where we gap down, looks bearish, looks like it's going to roll over, and then have a rally throughout the day, and or at least some amount of time to make a bull candle. So if we stay with what this kind of alternating multiple bull and bear candles, we've got a lot of candles here that are showing that sort of kind of trending, I guess, and not having an individual one. So if we stick with that, we should probably have another rally tomorrow. If we don't stick with that and we do break down, watch out below, because we've got this level to come right back into. We were almost at this low, 31.75.76. We were almost there yesterday. This was a really good support, still is a really good support. So if you're buying here, that was a really great place to be getting in bullish and really retrace nicely today. A better retracement today if you had gotten in yesterday, and hopefully you're getting out with some gains here. But with a bullish move, we could ultimately push back up to the 200 and see what happens there. I mean, I could see a couple, 1, 2, 3, more bullish candles to get us back up there. It doesn't have to be huge, doesn't have to be a big move. But we did, do something back through here where we bounced off of this same low area, and the 200 was right there, so we didn't have far to go. But this is where we were resting, right above the 200. If we get some resting in, like another high wave candle like this one, maybe we would rest right below the 200 and get one of these, lone bull candles or bear candles, something like that, right up in this area here, around 3,300 or the 3212, where the 200 is sitting right now. So that's what I'm kind of looking out for. And we'll see if we do get some sort of continuation, or that could even be a more of a bear flag, and then have more selling to go soon, but maybe not immediately. So hope this helps. This is Justin AMZN. Thanks.